Let's use EasyBib to cite a database article. As always, let's go to all 59 options just to be clear about what we want to do. But looking through the list, online database is our best option for this. Let's first look and remind ourselves that database are the paid subscription services that libraries provide to their patron. So it's not out on the web, it's not through Google, it's paid databases. In this case, we're going to use Gale Biography. The first thing you need to check when you pull up the online database is you have to be careful about more clearly defining the source type. EasyBib will default to article published by database, which actually is not very common. It's a mistake that EasyBib makes. That would mean, if we go to our database, that would mean that Gale, Biography and Context wrote and published the article. So let's use everybody's favorite topic, Lindsay Lohan, and pull up an article about her. The nice thing about databases is that they provide source citation information. And we can see here that Contemporary Musicians, which is a magazine publication, is the company that actually published the article. Gale Biography and Context takes that article from them and puts it in their database. Therefore, it is not an article published by database. If it were, you'd see Gale Biography and Context listed twice in the citation. So you're going to want to use this drop-down menu, and these are your most common selections: newspaper article, magazine, journal, encyclopedia, chapter in a book, or a book. That's usually what you're going to select. You'll go to that source citation to figure that out. In this case, we know it's a magazine, so we will select magazine. What that does is it changes the information that EasyBib is asking, which will make your citation correct. Again, databases providing this information makes it very easy for us to then enter that information into EasyBib. You can even copy and paste. So if we go back here, we can see that they want an article title. The only thing to make sure you do is to only copy the letter text. You don't want to bring in the punctuation, because that's what EasyBib will add. So if you brought in the punctuation, it would double it. So we're going to select only Lindsay Lohan, the letters. We'll copy, and we'll paste it into article title. Next, they're going to ask for contributors, author, editor, compiler, translator. So now you're looking for specific names within the entry. Author's always listed first, editor sometimes first or back in here. But as you can see, there's no specific names listed, so we leave it blank, and EasyBib will ignore it. The magazine title will be that first italic entry. We'll copy, we'll paste it in. Next, we're looking for date published and possibly pages. So we'll return here, and we're looking for the date that the magazine article was published. Well, the only information we have in that regard is 2007. You can see here, this date is today's date. That's the date accessed. So you're looking for a date earlier in the citation. Often there'll be a day, month, date. In this case, they're only going to give us 2007, so we can punch that into our year. We look for page numbers listed. The citation does not provide any page numbers, so we leave it blank. And now, next, we're going to tell them the database we found it, which is Gale Biography in Context. Again, we're not going to bring that period in. And then the date accessed, which is provided, but obviously it would be the date that you first pulled it up. So we now have our date accessed, and then our URL again is based on the instructor. Often instructors do not want that. We'll leave it blank for now. We'll create our citation, and we now have our database article.